everybody, welcome back to another Sonoket Special Edition, this time the Green Man Gaming Summer Sale. Now last time I did 7 indie games you should purchase during the Steam sale. This is 8 indie games you should purchase during the Green Man Gaming sale. All of these are discounted, but along with just the discounts, they also have free goodies and other increased discounts on future purchases that I'm going to explain right now. Any game on sale during the GMG summer sale will be tagged with a letter, either G, S, or B for gold, silver, or bronze. If you buy that game, you'll get the rewards pack for that letter. So in this instance, for Resident Evil 2, which is on sale for 34%, if you buy that, you get the gold pack, which is 4 Intel games, 1 extra game from a specific list, and then a 15% off coupon for your next purchase. Now, those are all specific lists. It's not just anything on the site, so you'll have to check Green Man Gaming for those specifics, but it's just extra stuff on top of your already discounted game. So now let's get into 8 games that I highly recommend. Some you may have heard of, some probably not, that are all on sale during the Green Man Gaming special. Let's take a look. So our first game on the list is called Alwa's Awakening. Now, this is a pixel graphics platforming adventure game in which you use various power-ups to solve puzzles and progress your way through stages. You're going to fight enemies with your staff, you're going to beat them to death, you're going to drop blocks on them, you're going to use the various other power-ups that you get while playing. It has a ton of style, both in the graphics and the layout, as well as the music selection that they have. Also, you can spawn blocks and push enemies into lava, which is by far my favorite feature of this game. And if you're really bad at puzzles like me, you actually manage to find a way to get your character 100% stuck and have to restart the game. Yes, folks, I'm just that good at games. Right now, you can pick up Alwa's Awakening for $5. Our second game on the list is called FAL Seal Arbiter's Mark. Now, FAL Seal is a turn-based tactical RPG, kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics back in the day, if you were a fan of that. This game has a ton of different classes that you can customize all of your units. You obviously have all the different gear you're going to be able to equip them with. You have skill trees for each of the different classes. And just like Final Fantasy Tactics, you can use a blend of those classes and abilities to create the team and the character that you want to play. Now, the other cool thing about this is their customization. You can actually recruit and customize units however you want. So if you want them to look like the specific job you recruited them for, you can do that. Or if you are a slightly more creative person or a sadistic one, you can create whatever kind of unit you want using whatever costume pieces and colors that you want. Now, I'm not very creative, so I made someone look like, someone from Avatar: The Last Airbender on accident. And I also have a man that has a skull for a head, but you can probably make something that looks really nice. Now, this game is very, very challenging. I've been playing it for about 5 or 6 hours. Your units are gonna die, and I'm not even playing on the hardest difficulty. Does that mean I'm bad? Probably yes, but the game is still a ton of fun anyway. I can't recommend this game enough, especially if you were into those games in the old days like Tactics Ogre and Final Fantasy Tactics. It is truly a lot of fun. You can pick up FAL Seal right now during the sale for $25. Now, our third game is called Forager, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but I had to add it to this list. When I first reviewed this game in a longer format, I did not recommend it to people. And the thing is that I recognize that this game has an overwhelmingly positive review score for thousands of reviews. The best way to describe Forager, in their own words, is an idle game that you actively want to keep playing. You start out with a tiny little plot of land and you forage and you mine and you farm all of the different resources on your island that continually reappear. You use those to build the next thing, and then the next thing, and the next thing. You continually upgrade through a system of either skill upgrades on your character itself or upgrades to the actual village through buying land and expanding your territory. This will unlock other features such as smelters and banks and vaults and all this other stuff, and you just continually progress through, again, just the accumulation of resources on your island. Sometimes you just got to recognize when your opinion is the exception, and this is that case. You can pick up Forager on the sale for $17. Our next game is called One Finger Death Punch 2. Now, there's really not much I can do to describe this game to you except for it's an exceptionally fast, chaotic, 2-button game. That's right, there are 2 buttons that you use in the entire game, and the entire thing is just based on the speed at which enemies attack you, the distance they are away from you, and how quickly and accurately you can press both of those buttons. Now, this game is insanely addictive. Trying to make sure that you're hitting each button accurately right as the enemies are either within your range of attacking or attacking you from a distance you need to block, doing all of these different combo attacks against enemies, kind of like a Street Fighter style. It's just so much crazy fun that I had to recommend this game. It's easy to pick up and play and learn. The game eases you into it before it throws you into this kind of nonsense. And it's just, like I said, fun to play. And when you get going into it, when you get all those combos right, it is so incredibly satisfying. There's not really many games like it that I've ever played. Now, you can pick up One Finger Death Punch 2 for $4.79. Our next game on the list is called Slime-san. Now, Slime-san, the easiest way to describe it would be like a Super Meat Boy kind of a game, except instead of playing a man made of meat, you're playing a little slimy ball of goo. But the idea is the same. Each stage is going to be incredibly difficult, causing you to die repeatedly and really question your life choices on why you're still doing it. But unlike Meat Boy, you have a lot of different options at your arsenal. You have a dash, you have a slow down time that allows you to get through various obstacles in the map. And you also can go into a menu where you can change their character that you're playing as, and that's going to give you various different abilities, so it's not just the one base character you have to play as, which is kind of interesting. Slime-san has a ton of character. There's a whole village of all these different people you can interact and talk to, and it's just a lot of fun to play when you're not dying repeatedly and questioning, again, your life choices on why you're playing this game. You can pick up Slime-san right now for $8.99. Oh boy, our next one. Our next game is called Super Inefficient Golf. I've talked about this game quite a few times on the channel before. It's just so stupid, it's a great game. You basically take a golf ball, and instead of using a golf club like a normal human being, you attach bombs to your golf ball, and you blow it up to try and get it into the hole from wherever you are. I did not make a single part of that up. You literally explode your ball to try and get it in the hole. It is so addicting and so much fun to try and just launch your ball into NASA levels of outer space and try and get it into the hole that it becomes challenging and, again, addicting. It's a very simple idea, very simple concept, but extraordinarily hard to actually get right. Now, you can pick up this game for the extremely cheap $2.50 on the sale. Our next game on the list is called Zeno Marine. Now, you'll be familiar with the type of game this is if you ever played an Android game called Pixel Dungeon or Shattered Pixel Dungeon. It's very similar to that, in which every move that you make as a character, also the enemies on the screen take a move or take an action. Everything you do is one turn and one turn. Now, it is a roguelike, so every time you die, which will be frequently, if you're me, you're going to have to start all the way over. There are things like traps and secret doors, secret items, tons of enemies. You're going to basically always be exploring, trying to get your character to survive. Ammo is scarce, damage is high, and healing is low. So you have to be extraordinarily tactical about how you play the game, what items you use, what areas you explore, and when you run. And if you're in my case, you'd never run and you die again a lot. Now, I just found this recently. It just came out April 23rd, 2019, but it is a great game if you're into these turn-based strategy RPG roguelites. I know that's a lot of tags, but just, understand that that's really what it is. This is a lot of fun. Again, I highly recommend it. You can pick this up on the sale right now for $8. So our last game, because I forgot about it and I'm recording these in order, is actually Battle Chasers Nightwar. I'm sorry that this is not in alphabetical order, but this game deserved to be on this list. I couldn't forget it. Battle Chasers Nightwar is an RPG from THQ Nordic. Now, I don't think it got a ton of press when it came out, but it has a really unique combat system that I think bears explaining. In combat, as you use your basic abilities and attack, you'll generate what they call overcharge. Now, your character already has a mana gauge. You can use any of your special abilities that will consume mana in battle normally. A lot of the battles in dungeons are drawn out, and the ability to heal mana is scarce. So overcharge allows you to expend your abilities without using your mana. It is actually an overflow for your mana that you generate from, again, just using your basic abilities. So combat becomes a tactical balance of using basic abilities to generate overcharge and then expending that before the end of the battle to make sure that you're not using your actual mana in case you need to use a lot of those abilities back to back, because again, it is hard to generate your own mana. Now, add on top of that a whole entire crafting system, an entire skills, perks, combat abilities, and equipment system, and you have yourself a very, very deep, very tactical RPG that, again, I think a lot of people don't really know about. You could do so much worse with so many other games, and by the way, this game is only $10 during the summer sale. I can't recommend it enough. Oh, and by the way, there's a fishing mini game. I was sold the second I heard it. Again, $10 summer sale right now. And last but not least, as a special little bonus, I know that most people have already heard of this game. It's not small by any means, it's not new, but 7 Days to Die is one of my personal favorite games of all time. It is a survival zombie game where you craft and just attempt to survive the hordes and waves of zombies. I just wanted to give this one a quick shout out because it's only $8 during the summer sale right now on Green Man Gaming. So I just want to give that a quick shout out. Again, not a small indie game like a lot of these other ones, but had to call it out anyway. So there you have it. That's the Green Man Gaming summer sale in a nutshell, as well as technically 9 games that I think you could pick up and have a lot of fun with right now that they're all on sale. And one last thing I have to say, down below I have a link that you can use to go straight to Green Man Gaming, and it helps me. So if you use that link, doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me a great deal. And again, it's just, if you appreciated this, I would appreciate you using that link. That's really it. If you want more content like this, I do almost daily videos on indie games you've probably never heard of, from the Switch to PC. You can find those all here. Just hit that subscribe button and a little bell notification, or don't. I don't give two damns what you do with your life. You know, you do you. Actually, I do care. I care very much. But anyway, I love you guys. As always, let me know what you think. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. If I've missed some games that maybe you feel should be on this list, hit me up. If you feel like I should do a longer review on a game you know of that I've never talked about, hit me up. Otherwise, as all my regulars know, burn bright, everybody.